Duality is the concept of existence being divided into two opposing, yet often interconnected parts. This can be the duality of good versus evil, or the separation of mind and body, and subject versus object. The religion and spiritual philosophies speak about duality often, and I know we speak about it often, but we gotta keep repeating itself so that we can keep reminding y'all that the illusion of separation is also the illusion of duality. Many spiritual traditions argue that the mind creates the illusion of duality to function, but that there is no separation. Sort of like, when Batman uses his mind to create the Joker, and the Joker does the same thing, vice versa. He uses his mind to create a version of himself that can challenge him, that can be a part and coexisting in his experience. And that is what the Batman thinks about, you know. Even with their counterparts and the people that are in their experience, the Batman has created a duality, a counter version of himself in his butler. I forgot what's his butler's name. Alfred. Yeah, most most white name ever, Alfred. Yeah, he creates Alfred. You know, you know, uh, which is a symbol to him of parenthood, a guardian, a protector. Yes, after he lost his protectors through his mom and his father. The Joker has Harley Quinn. The Joker lives in deep isolation, deep loneliness. You can almost say that's why he's insane, more or less. And he has created this love interest and counterpart of himself within Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn has done the same thing, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You get the point. Now, when it comes to, a teacher and, a teacher having to be a guide and a protector, we always get those one teachers that are just so humane and so grounded that you even forget that they're a teacher, you know. And that's what we got, with certain people in life that you co-create. You create it within your thought process. They might be the complete opposite with you in terms of morals, the activities they do, people they hang out with, what they stand for. But because you guys are both experiencing this illusion of life at the same time, you're connected. Somehow, a part of their mind, their thought process has manifested a version of themselves where they're completely opposite of who they are. You see, in you, underlining unity, the belief is that all things are part of a single unified consciousness or reality, such as God or the cosmic soul. Interconnectedness. In this view, opposites are not in conflict, but we are interdependent parts of a whole, like yin and yang symbol souls, And those who are really connected within themselves will see themselves within other people, and vice versa, because when your mind is operating at a certain level, a certain vibration of consciousness, you are gonna radiate the same level of energy. Think of it as hertz, if a battery is at a specific hertz and the other battery is at a specific hertz that is lower to that previous battery, it's not going to work the specific device. You see that both batteries have to be at the same vibration, that they're constantly vibrating at that specific moment to energize the computer. And what you see on your screen today, we we got Happy Gilmore and his student at the same vibrational hertz that can operate into creating a school where we get a scenario where there's a teacher and a a bad student connecting, and there's that staff in the teacher's room asking him, "Why are you connecting with Javante?" The man's a gangbanger. The man's a the man's a menace. He be fighting with other students and other teachers. And then Happy Gilmore says, "Well, I see myself in this student, and as the teacher, all I can do is help guide." That's that's what I'm assuming he would say. Hence why they got this dope relationship that is out of the box, that is so criticized within the world and its frame and its eye view. You see, the world that is not in connectivity with wholeness, because they don't understand the concept of duality, you see, because they don't understand themselves. They hate themselves. When you start loving yourselves, you start loving the worst version of yourselves, the most evil version of yourselves. Even if you bump into the most evil person, if you can love yourself enough to have a conversation with this person without any judgment, watch how you guys are so much alike. Think about it.